Hey, love bugs. So welcome back to my C spot. It is your girl, Mrs. Lips. And I already told you on this channel, we are going to finger all things love, life, sex, and relationships. And I am here to make your brain come to its senses, that is. I told you before in a previous video, if you haven't watched it, please go back and watch it, that cheating may not always be the disease. It could be the symptom of something bigger. But in fact, cheating could be a part of a disease. And in that case, you probably have a sex addiction. If you do, this video is not for you. That person needs a little bit more help and professional input than I can offer. That's not my realm, so I'll stick to what I know. What I'm going to talk about is what to do if your partner is cheating and you choose to leave. Do this, okay, before walking out. I promise you, it'll save you grief, hassle, all that bad shit we don't want to happen, okay? Anyway, why do people cheat, Mrs. Lips? People cheat for different reasons, y'all. One of them could be that individual is lonely. Maybe they're bored in the bedroom. We mentioned that before. They want to hang and swing from chandeliers and you just want to do missionary. That shit is whack. Help them get some excitement into the bedroom, okay? They also may cheat because they're deprived. They're not getting it at all. They're going to bed hungry for sex, okay? They're hungry for feel good. They are horny as hell. Maybe that's why they cheat. Maybe they could be cheating because there's a lack of fulfillment. Are you the type of person that makes sure you get yours and then your partner is left having to take care of themselves after the fact? That's a problem. Eventually, they're going to seek pleasure elsewhere. Also, they could be trying to relieve some type of displeasure in the relationship, but they necessarily don't want to leave their partner. We all know that a lot of people will cheat on someone they don't want to lose with someone that they don't even want to be with. And why is that? Because they just want to fix what's in the relationship. They are putting a band-aid on it and they have no desire to leave or move on. They just want to be able to get their needs fulfilled while also still staying in a relationship with their partners, okay? And then people could also cheat because they don't want to be with you. Maybe they want to get found out. Maybe they have checked out of a relationship. They don't even care what you do anymore, what you say anymore, how you feel anymore. They just want to get going. And they feel like cheating will allow them the opportunity to go, okay? They was looking for a reason, and now they gave you one. So what do you do if you find out your partner is cheating? Some people choose to stay. If you choose to stay, great, that's up to you. This video is for those who choose to leave. If you choose to leave a cheater, please, please, please don't leave hastily, don't leave angry, and don't leave without doing these three things, okay? One, fucking plot. Strategize. Think about what is going on, what moves you need to make, and then write them down. I'm serious, write them down. You have to think, if you are a single mother and you are going through this with your significant other and you have children to think about, and that significant other may not be the best partner, but they do make life a little easy for you and your child, right? Maybe they're picking them up from school, dropping them off at school. Maybe they are the ones who is assisting a little bit with childcare, in the sense that if you got to work nights, they're taking care of the children. They're not babysitting. I don't call parents babysitting, but they're taking care of the children, right? Or let's say that they're helping you with the bills. They actually work. They contribute. You know, they're holding down their piece of the expenses, okay? So before you walk out, you don't want to get caught holding the bag, and not in a good way. You want to make sure all your I's are dotted, all your T's and crossed. So you plot. You think about what your needs are going to be. Then you plan, okay? I need you to organize your thoughts, organize your moves. Start Googling what are some resources that you could use as a single parent. And I'm not just talking to the ladies, and I'm specifically not necessarily talking to the men. I can only speak to what I pee through. And I'm definitely giving this from a woman's perspective, okay? So ladies, if you decide that you are going to leave, like we said, you're going to plot, then I need you to plan. So if that person was a financial source, support, and resource for you, don't just go out there and move out and then you stuck. You can't come up with first month rent. You can't come up with last month rent. You done already left the property, the house that y'all share. Find out. Section 8 is an amazing program. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying use it for the rest of your life, but use it to help you get ahead, because that's what it's for. A stepping stool for you to have financial stability, because that will make up what the significant other who you no longer want to be with once was doing. Okay, let's say it's childcare that's an issue because that person was watching the children while you worked your night shift or overnight shift. Now you need to look into childcare resources. Reach out to your local Department of Social Services. You know, reach out to a daycare. Find out if they know of any grants or any financial assistance that you could do. What if that individual was your transportation? They took you to and from work, picked up the kids to and from school or daycare or aftercare, took you to grocery shop. Whatever they were doing, you need to make sure you can replace that. So now you want to say, okay, if I get me a used car, it's going to cost me X, Y, and Z. Or tax season is right around the corner. Maybe I could spend half on a nice little reliable beater so that I can get myself back and forth. Find out, figure out, determine what your needs are going to be when you decide to move on from this individual. I damn sure don't want you out there in the field striking out because you ain't get it right. Can you imagine? Like every time you go up to bat, strike, and you get 3 strikes and now you back on the bench frustrated and you never left or you had to come back because you didn't take the time to plot and to plan, okay? And then the third and final thing you want to do before you decide to leave your cheater, I can't stress this enough, perform. Perform, folks. Don't do all that plotting. Don't do all that planning just to sit your ass still and still be getting your heart broke, feeling embarrassed. You know, definitely perform. Put all that plotting and planning into action and get the step in. And when you leave, do so calmly. Don't be on no Diary of a Mad Black Woman shit where they cutting up furniture and breaking stuff. That's signs of bitterness. We don't want to leave bitter. We want to leave better. Because at the end of the day, that's what the other person is gonna respect. We don't want to anger them. You know what I'm saying? Actually, in my first book, this book, The Way Love Is, I swear, if you want to figure out these strategies, if you want to see that plan in motion in artistic form, right here, okay? Cheyenne did it best. She left Dominic's ass and she ended up thriving. And some of the strategies she used are some of the strategies that I have spoken about in this video. What I want to say, a caveat to that, staying piece of it, I highly urge, if you're in a violent, in a volatile, or in an unhealthy situation, especially if you have children, but even for yourself, don't put yourself through that. Do not put yourself through that. Find a friend, find a family member, find a shelter. Do what you got to do to get up out of there. Nothing is worth your well-being, mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally. It's not worth it. Definitely get out. If you're in an abusive situation where it's not just cheating, now it turns to physical abuse, it's time to bounce. You definitely want to go. Figure out what you can do, what moves you can make to get up out of there because your safety is of utmost importance, okay? And like I said, if you choose to stay, that might be short term, that might be long term. Sometimes people might stay and benefit from what they are getting from the partner. Stop having sex with them and just continue to get your bills made. Make it a partnership. Partnership and parenting, a partnership in finances, a partnership in household maintenance, whatever that is. Like I said, if we take the emotion out of cheating, a lot of times we could just go back to the bare basic of friendship. I ain't trying to leave one place to be struggling in another. So check this out. We're not getting along as a couple. You keep violating my boundaries, but you are a damn good partner. You help me out with the kids. You can keep a job. You know how to cut grass and fix locks and change light bulbs and shit. I'm going to need you to stick around. I ain't trying to go nowhere. We cool. We vibe. You a good time. You just can't keep that thing in your pants. So then maybe you want to stay for a little while until, you know, you get tired of that too. And if you stay, that's fine. But start tucking a little bit away for yourself. Every pay period, definitely put something aside. Think as if you were living alone, but save like you got a partnership, okay? I cannot stress that enough so that when you walk out those doors, you got some money to fall back on, you got transportation, you done already researched your child care. Even if you chose to stay, put your babies in child care because you never know when you might have to bust a move hastily or unexpectedly, okay? So Follow those 3 tips. I promise you'll be good. If you have a specific situation that you want to talk about, please direct message me on Instagram at sentimentally_speaking. Mrs. Lip will definitely work with you to strategize and create a plan that is conducive and that is supportive of actually your situation and not just this one size fits all prescription for this cheating illness that we have been talking about. So if you like what I said and you appreciate those words, please feel free to share this video with someone else who may be going through things. You know, I don't want to be a mama to anybody. I already have my own kids. I don't want any more. But I could be big sis. Shit, I can even be auntie. Auntie Mrs. Lips is here for you, okay? Big sis Mrs. Lips is here for you. If you have nobody to go to, I'm willing to do that. Catch me now because my coaching prices will be implemented and I know my worth, baby. Okay? But anyway, that's how I feel about that. If you love me, tell me you love me. Subscribe to me, man. Hate to be in the videos, clapping one at my fans. I have nothing else to say on that topic. Unless you have specific questions, please hit me up. Again, thank you for listening. Peace, love, and blessings. Good night.